Hello everybody, welcome to Gengar Z Plays Darksiders 3. Now we're at the final boss. I've already attempted this, but I did it once. I just want to check out what happens if I step into this. And it is the final so the end game. So, hope you sit back, relax and enjoy as I try to defeat the boss. Final boss. Okay, let's get that one. We've already seen this before, if you've been watching.
You've been so long watching and judging that you've forgotten how to fight!
Dare attack this holy sanctum?
I do! I dare! Because no one else ever has! And that makes this eve sweet! You haughty sons of whores have had this coming for eons! And you have no one but yourselves to thank for it!
Your lust for power will be your undoing, Envy.
Well, isn't that the pot calling a kettle black? When I'm done here and you're nothing left but pebbles, I will simply wait out the apocalypse and destroy whatever weakened generals remain. The Earth will be mine.
It's over, Envy! You have failed!
Kill her, horseman. We command.
Oh, shut up! You command nothing but my scorn, and you will know my fury soon enough!
Blasphemy! Tread.
Yield or die, Envy!
Seriously?
No, but it was worth a shot.
Up there.
There is no life left for you! Even if you beat me, it will never! What more than that they do?
This game, well, it'd be nice if the game just said you can restart here for the envy boss fight. But whatever, it doesn't really matter. Oh, for fuck's sake. I forgot they even equipped that damn thing. Also, I was going to try and upgrade things to bounce, but I just can't. Damn it. But
I do not envy what you're about to feel next.
okay. Also, apparently, the reason I can keep complaining about my Havoc form is because, yeah, Arcane attunes the Havoc form damage. I'll just start the run for now.
Was it worth it? Coming all this way simply to prove...
Neat. Okay, so that stunt phase is for some reasons.
You understand?
Excuse me. It's not good when she has me up against a wall for that last attack. So yeah, you probably noticed she could throw in the resistance to attacks her. The spear is the thing that's thrown me off the most. There's one thing I wish this game had is that you didn't have to keep toggling on and off run. Like that is just like you could toggle it on and off if you want what speed you want to run at. Like and it just stays that way until you press it again. Yes. Oh, great. Too helpful.
We both aspire to greatness. Both take our sins. Only I have everything, and you have nothing. You're about to feel next.
Oh, come on! How did I not dodge that? Keep going to start to skip. I swear that keeps happening. Such a nice thing that you can skip cutscenes. Damn it. More damage. Jeez, you pull out that scythe quick.
no life left for you! Even if you beat me, you'll never but what?
Damn it, come on. I thought I couldn't even see one, but... See, I'd like... The one thing I hate about healing items in this game is that if I use those healing items, they don't come back. So I could go like, oh, we'll use all these items, and like it's still a boss, I still want to use them. But unfortunately, this is the problem of, but what if I die during that boss? Then I lost all those usable items, even though it is the final boss. Just like, well, I could use them, but I may have to use them later. Like, like if I get her to like a smidge of health, like, I would just start doing like normal health.
I do not envy you this year. Dishonor and disgrace.
Wow. Even like running directly after I saw it didn't even get me up. Loading the screen to get to the loading screen. Very good one as well. I got halfway with 5 of those things. I just hate that's the loading screen to a loading screen. I don't hate it, it's just like, just give me an option to restart, retry from there. So I just load the boss fight again instead of having to keep going in and out. It's not painful. It's so painful.
This is the only time I will ever hit another living soul.
I hate slow. This one.
Now and forever, it's all mine!
Not only that, it freaking disconnects me from lock on. Yeah, why do I have to tackle it? Just make down all one speed.
Was it worth it? Coming all this way simply to prove you are as worth as things began? There is no life left for you!
Come on.
Even if you beat me, sin never
Actually, that does. It reminds me of Neo. Actually, it does. Because Yuki Onna, the snow demon in Neo, has a move where she just freezes like a. She just freezes a whole circle around them. Circle radius. And the only way you get away from it is running from it. Like, just sprinting away. Not sure if you could do it with less armor on, more armor on. So I always wore the least I could get away with. So if I still. I can barely tell when the circle one's going to come or the the forward flowing one is going to come. So I'm having trouble, like, see if I could know what attack's going to come. Like, Problem is I'm focusing so much on the battle, I'm trying to dodge every attack that I can. I'm not really paying attention to like one specific movement she's making for that scythe. Oh, come on. Damn it! I was trying to use a health item when she attacked me. What a running gun start. What they're just throwing the... Throwing salvation, would that work? No. Because I'm pretty sure she might be able to summon the spirits of her sin.
Coming all this way simply to prove you are the worthless.
Excuse me. It's the boss starts you right in front of. Again, it starts you like right in front of the portal, so why can't it just restart me at the boss fight? Although I do get that, well, just the option to restart you at the boss fight, because I get why it's restarting me here. It's like, okay, if you need more time to grind or something, you just go about and do that. Damn it. Oh, now you finally do that one.
won't conspire. This won't take our kin. Only I have everything, and you have nothing.
Yes, back in the hole. Oh, come on! Stop about that. Yes, I know to time my dodge to avoid damage. That's your shoes.
I do not envy you this day. Dishonor!
Oh, come
and
on.
disgrace. There is no life for you. You need sin never die. Awesome. Nasty dude. Simply to prove you are as worthless as when you began.
Oh, piss off! Fucking ridiculous. Yes!
No! It was mine! All of it was mine! I deserved it! I had it! Mine!
For the horsemen!
It would seem you have finally accomplished your task, Fury. Perhaps you should be rewarded. But perhaps not.
Why?
Envy may have caught us unawares, but we have more than enough power to deal with an insect like you. You have overstepped your bounds, horseman. You shall be punished, along with your brothers, like the impudent child you are.
No! I will not die like this! I will not allow your corruption to spread!
Stop! Where did you get that? Deliver that unto us.
No. No. I don't think it was made for you. Besides, feels pretty good.
Such arrogance! Such gall!
No, that would be pride. This is truth. And the truth is, this can destroy you!
You'll never find out, wretch!
Alright, but how does that apply to more who doesn't wake up until 100 years after this happens. That I definitely know. He arrives when Ulfane's on his own, and humanity is like long dead.
Unity is key. If we're to move forward from here, we must move as one.
You won't make it.
The Council.
Enraged. No doubt fueling the attack on Haven in secret. If you have a plan for them... The time is now. Heaven, hell, the Charred Council. They wish to see them annihilated. You know this, but perhaps you don't know the reason. Even before the apocalypse, why were your lives so hard? Because you were created for a great purpose and left unprotected. So those who fear you have set out to destroy you with false promises and wars and sin that they blame on you. They all fear you. That fear can be used against them. Humanity can win this war.
Look around you. This is what's left of humanity, and we are in no shape to fight a war on the scale you suggest.
No. You must hide.
From the eyes of heaven and hell? The Council? That's exactly what must be done. But what humanity needs more than a good hidey-hole is a protector.
A protector?
Let the armies of hell eliminate all that is human. Once and for all, we shall raise this planet.
Is that Samuel?
Will buy us the necessary time to shuttle the other humans away.
Away? To where?
Not back to the council chamber. What sort of a maker would I be if I built a doorway that only connected two places, huh? Your heart's desire, horseman. Safe place for the poor and wanted.
I don't understand.
Aye, well... You will. Sadly, you will understand it all as you travel with them.
Me?
They are in need of a protector, and you need a new purpose. Am I wrong?
I vow to use all of the powers in my possession to protect humanity. And one day, we will set things right. Together. Uthane, my brother, War, is an innocent in this drama. If you ever find an opportunity to assist him in any way, I would ask you to do so.
I will.
Thank you, Maker. May our future be one of justice.
Aye. Safe travels, horseman.
Yeah, first time. Drive.
Strife.
Yeah, man, no. Well, yeah, he's dueling pistols, and as soon as I saw pistols, I was like, is this right? Oh. Excuse me. Okay, so the game just ends right, and I had to load the frickin' end credits. So what do I think? Overall the game's a 6 out of 10. So let's get the stats out of the way. Gameplay, it works, but like there's not much point in going for various weapons, especially when the be all end all of the whip can just pretty much do everything. As soon as you get salvation, that's pretty much like that's the great distance keeping figure you need. And of course, mastering the dodge and counter system, and apparently it's like hardest on this difficulty, so yep. Okay. The level up system works pretty well as well, but it gets as a word, it gets diminished as it goes on. Just diminished. C.C. Jones. There we go. Phil Moore does the Fulgrim. He's been playing well for 5 games. That's a little figure than Alistair Duncan. Yep. That's Sandra Armstrong, I think. Man of Action. That's the guy who writes Ben 10, isn't it? Wrote the story? Okay, the enemies don't have much variety to them though. I don't think there's going to be a long rest. There isn't really much to say. There isn't much I have to say about this game. Just because, you know, it's pretty much, you see what you get. Platform, ooh, I did like all the platform segments. The stars, all the, see the issue is that every mechanic in this game is like, there's enough that it feels warranted, but never really fully fleshed out. As usual, you have the raft meter, which builds up and lets you. This is probably the game where I've used that the most frequently, so good on them for that. The Havoc bar, which allows you to do special attack. Again, I like that. Platform is just veers away again around. I like that she feels different than her two brothers. The whole Souls-like thing, I actually like, because, as I said, you can just give Fulgrim as much as you want. Like if you have 0, if you want to put your level up straight down to 0, you mean your nurture straight down to 0. And then just like, you can just give all the nurtures you currently have to Vulcan, and that's it. And most of the bosses just kind of annoy. Well, there's just like certain attacks from enemies that annoy me, where they're nearly unblockable, or it is unmissable. If they have a ranged attack, and then okay, yeah, let's talk about the wonder mechanics since it like blends into this. Like trying to run around something, and then I have to like, even when you stop to attack, that toggle to the run, like that faster run just turns off, so you have to keep pressing L3 every time you attack.
Silence the traitor! No matter. The young one remains unaware of the power she possesses. The Council will deliberate this term, and they will send war to Earth. A mistake. The final seal will be broken, and I will revel in the chaos. You may go.
Yeah, sure. I've already got the save backed up anyway.
Why did the Creator construct a universe teeming?
I'm just going to check. Oh, okay, right. I was like, did I get everything? Like, yes, I got all the difficulty trophies. Come on, that's bull crap.
Fury, we're close to one of the 7. I just know it. I hope it's not envy. That one's a terror.
She was prepping herself up.
Haven. A haven for what? Vermin?
Humans, mistress.
Adorable. Build a house of sticks during the end of the world. Where exactly do we go from here, Watcher?
I know not but what the Council commands, miss.
Thanks for putting on my face right there. was like one trophy away from getting the platinum, but unfortunately I have to upgrade 5 of the enhancements to full power. Story. Okay, everything in this game is pretty much like it serves its purpose and it's there. Music, some of it's good, some of it's just meh. Level design, I like the retraceability of level design, but it's a small enough world. My favourite bit is probably just like the normal streets and walking across them for the... Oh no, I've nothing's respite in 6. Okay. And just... It has really bad position and spectacular about it. No. Oh, great area. Ooh. Damn, maybe I should talk to... I forget his name. Lucille. Lucille. I didn't talk to Lucille before I went to the end game. Bosses. The zombie fight's alright, it's a great starting boss. Get you used to the basics of how every boss in the game project long range attack, short range, wide range attack. Kinda wish there's more. There's no other boss that kinda has like a charge attack phase though. Raph is just like onslaught, you just keep doing precise dodging, you'll eventually get worn down. Is it Lust after that? Not Avarice. Avarice is annoying, but again, it's just a matter of dodge. Well, if you're me, you cheap it, you dodge. It's just a matter of dodging for him, I think, and running. Oh, Lust. A lot of the boss fights are very slow and they just, like, they have only short range moves which you can dodge. But there's no real variety to any of them. Again, the same with Sloth and Lust and... Gluttony's the only one that really made me think about the whole distance thing, but even then it's just like keep mid-range and that's pretty much how you defeat it. Gluttony, and then like especially when I just started using Salvation, it just became so easy. And then the second phase is pretty damn easy. And Pride was it wasn't really challenging, but I liked the whole statue shooting the laser thing, so you have to keep aware of what Pride's going to do when she's near you and how she's going to attack. First set music is pretty meh. There's nothing really that stands out to me. Voice acting could fit a little better for Fury, but you know, it's a different take on a different kind of character. That's not really something I've seen. Storing the characters. She's everything. See, the overall purpose I keep getting from this game is like, it's like it has everything it needs to work, but that's about it. Like it has everything that's just like, well, it's like a tree that's blossomed but doesn't have many leaves. It's like the whole tree's here. There's a bit of leaves there, so you can see how the tree's going to grow, but there's nothing really on top of that. The whole gameplay with the status, fire, and the power, and lightning hollow really has no use actually. Power hollow, the force hollow, that's what it's called. Force hollow, like they open paths, but there's no real use for them in store, especially like the whole, like the very first use for this force hollow is that you have to turn into a ball and go up the wall. It would make more sense that if the first thing you did, if it was like break down the wall, you couldn't before. At least that's what I think is what the status hall is first used for. Then all the enemies just kind of... Oh, actually one great enemy is the guy with the sword and shield, but now I think about it, he's making me think of like the Knight Soldiers in Legend of Zelda, so it's kind of back and forth. I'm really tired, I can barely talk about this. So, no, human place is my favorite designs. Well, the design of these characters compared to the old games. Yeah, weirdly enough, nothing really stands out like compared to Joe Madureira's designs that he designed most of the, as a creative producer, I think, on the last two games. These big artists, I guess, comic artists, and then it just kind of, it does make sense now that I look at it. Nothing truly strikes out about these characters. The characters designed solely for this game. So Fury is actually been designed before, or at least partially shown. But like, I'm guessing a boss like Envy here has never been shown. Yeah, no designs really stick out like the previous games. Like, when you look at the demon designs that occur in the previous games, it's like the comic extent in this game. Like, it doesn't really match, doesn't quite match up, especially with the outline. We didn't just
Mine is mine!
I have everything on my weapons, yes I do. Okay. Yeah, somehow I think you need to run the field yourself if you're trying to get some
Pretty. Come and get it.
Ah! That's mine!
Mistress, not to be a bother, but weren't you supposed to catch Envy?
I did. This talisman.
It's a vessel. Envy used it to hold energies from the rest of the Seven.
It will make a fitting prison for the others once their physical forms have been broken.
If I may, there is a sort of hum emanating from the talisman. That glow.
Will indicate when one of the Seven is nearby. I know.
So wise. You are all that the Council promised, Mistress.
I'm beginning to enjoy the sound of your voice, Watcher.
So, everything else in this game I should critique. Okay.
I would be remiss in my duties if I didn't point out that even with the talisman, locating the other deadly sins will prove a
Yeah,
challenge.
it's just a game
Finding
that's got
Envy
everything
was
I
easy
need
enough.
and nothing more.
That was a gift.
The
One I would
design,
not
the
count on
gameplay,
receiving twice. Envy was
quite
also, by far, the weakest of the
satisfactory,
deadly
but there's nothing
sins.
like
Anything
you
else
can't
to
get
add?
repair of,
Only what
like
I
you're
assume
doing
you already
exactly
know.
thing.
The armies of
Especially
both
when
heaven
the
and
whole
hell have
respawn
cordoned off the
system, if
world
you
of man
die,
into
the
various
enemies get
areas of
respawned.
influence.
Unlike
Look
something
around
like
us.
Dark Souls and
The
Neo,
upheaval we have seen is the
Bloodborne, that's
very
all like Dark Souls.
personification of the struggle between order
Just
and
like
chaos.
willy-nilly one passing
You have
against
set
the
for
door
yourself
and
an
then
unenviable
the
task,
way
given these environs.
where
That's
these
what
games
makes it
outside,
fun.
did
The
you-
other sins are hiding across this shattered world. They strike at angels and demons alike in their own selfish bids for power. Their hubris will lead me right to them.
Perhaps you will need
Does that sword
assistance.
system work? for this
Whatever
game?
I need, I will take, Watcher.
Not really. Let's face it, it might just be completely unnecessary.
I knew this war would one day unleash all this. But seeing it...
What the?
His gifts are impressive.
May I remind you, mistress, that you have no peer among your horsemen brethren.
Get the flash forward. I do enjoy the dodge mechanic. I'm not sure if I would enjoy the dodge mechanic if it wasn't at my current difficulty though. Because I like how much it rewards me for like challenging and stuff like that. Lower difficulty is how they make it.
Perhaps there are human survivors.
Not my
Oh, you do have those shadow, those red
concern, Watcher.
elite demons, I think it's called. Elite.
That tree,
Pretty.
it's
Yes,
impressive. But is it just me, or is it out of place here?
It is a maker tree.
You can
Most likely we will find refuge there. Better,
And who's... What would I...
that
Infamy. What do you know?
What would you ask of? Take your time.
One essence of the chosen.
As you wish. Take your time.
I should go back and get the demonic. Or maybe just only so many demonic and angelic artifacts. I am just like one trophy from getting this. Creating 5 balanced items. Balanced
As you wish.
enhancements. I don't have the artifacts. The story there isn't much to it. It's just like a bridge. It's just a bridge, another bridge between War's actions and yeah, what the hell happens at the end of War's campaign in Darksiders 1, which is the same for Darksiders 2 as well. Strife turned out to be that guy. It's nice. It's nice to see, like, well, he's interacting with his sister. Well, he still has overheads on him. We get to see Ulfin in a more hopeful state than we do in Darksiders 1, because he's real. I remember him being a real hard ass in Darksiders 1. And just like I said with the designs, the other two makers in this game look pretty bland compared to the ones that you even get in the 4 you get in Darksiders 2. There's a 5. I think it's 5. There's 3 males and there's 2 females. Not even the demon designs and the angel designs. How many angel adversaries in this game? In combat, it does even out a bit with the whole having Havoc and a Rev bar. Like having special moves that generate pretty well, especially when you have enhancements that can also give you them, which is why I use the Rev form so much in this game compared to the other two. It's almost like 90% more, because I only ever used them in previous games for like the boss fights. I think. I think that's about it. 6 out of 10. It's a good game in its own right. See, the problem is this is more like a test if they could do a Darksiders game. Well, it's not really a problem, it's more like that's what this game could be, essentially. Because no real... The only important thing I've seen is that the lower halls may play a great deal into the series going on. How he was part of the Charge Council. And everything else is just like, eh. Like, we've seen how the world is in Darksiders 1, so we know nearly all that happens. Although I don't get that point of saving humanity in this game when in Darksiders 2, that's their sole quest is to restore humanity, which he does at the end, I believe. Then there's also waiting for a scene where they all meet up, like they do in... Well, I think in Darksiders 2 it says like 4 horsemen were called, and all horsemen came. Yeah, so we have one more game. There's one more game after this for Strife. I think it's the other 3 horsemen, and it's a different, another type of game as well. But this one, for once, takes a heavy departure from the usual hack and slash. It's a more strategy game. That's the best I can say. Strategy game. Gameplay is good enough. Nothing really, no depth to aid the forms. I mean, it's nice for the platform. Gives huge variety for retracing places, but no real impact on the enemies. Enemies don't really have all that much range usually. Like very few enemies really mix up the game. You usually get them into the stall square combo by where you launch them in the air and then just repeat that. Bosses were tough, but I could cheese them in some ways, as I've shown. And like once you, I think nearly all throughout this game you're going to be ready for whatever level, whatever stage you're at, the boss will be scaled. You'll be scaled enough to the boss, I think. Go through the areas and learn how to dodge effectively. Enhancements in the level up system, they work, but I don't think they're necessary. Like my enhancements could stay, but as for the level up system and stuff, it could be there, it could be gone. Music, nothing really say. Design, level design, it's very tight. I'm guessing that's for the graphical standpoint. Nothing really sticks out. The most interesting thing it seemed. You call it Haven?
Greetings. Please take your time.
Haven in the normal human world, like only shortly after it's been destroyed a bit. Characters, nothing really saying the characters, because the only 2 that really have an impact are Olfane and Fury. Fury's pretty great for the most part. I really like The departure from typical female protagonist. She's very full of rage. Like, it's not often you see a female protagonist who's like an experienced warrior or veteran in what she does. That's about all I have to say. There's one more thing to say about the gameplay. There's no real need to use the variety, because as you can see, if you certain things are just better overall, certain weapons are better overall, certain enhancements are better overall, so why would you use them? Especially when it seems to be the most effective against enemies, which is nearly always the most effective to use on an enemy. So a 6 out of 10. I would look forward to the sequel of this game, but there's no real point. There's no real joy to get out of playing this, I guess. No real, not huge replayability other than, why not just stumble on through this game again? It's not that fun to do. Or not even that as fleshed out as Darksiders 1, and definitely not Darksiders 2. Yeah. So a great character for Fury. Gameplay system works good, I'll say. And then really like her character development. Like, that's something the other sins don't really get. Well, not the other horseman. Death kind of got his in the way he treats his brethren, the soldier's brethren. And I'm looking forward to see what they do in Strife. Especially since he's featured here, trying to inspire Fury. And that's it. Oh, yeah. Also, I would like to mention that my save got corrupted, so I had to, like, redo everything up until the Glenmere boss fight again. Like, the checkpoint right before the second boss fight area for Glenmere. It wasn't wonderful, but it took me like 20 or 30 hours, where it took me like 50 or 60 the first time. So, you know, you stick at the game, you get used to the counter system, you get used to the bosses, you can do it in good time. And the whole graphical lag issue, that is something that needs to be addressed on this type of system. Like, the graphical one really stands out because how often it poorly loads in models and textures. I'm not sure if that's a thing on PS4 Pro. As much as it is on the base PS4. Or still were checkpoints close to the bosses, or at least easy past bosses, more easy past the bosses, so you can just go straight in and retry them. Like the last enemy boss fight where I had to keep going into the port, I had to load out, load back to Haven and Maker's Forge. Then I had to load back into the Charge Council room for the boss fight. It's not a deal, there's only one deal breaker, and that's the whole save corruption. I think my PS3 just died, my PS4 just got turned off by, I think it was like there was a power outage here and it just got turned off and I went backwards and saved. Let's just hope that doesn't happen again. Well, I was hoping that didn't happen again. I've been backing up all my saves. Besides that, I'm running up on freaking bottom 6 out of 10. Yeah, 6.5. I'll give 6.5 just because how, like, it has enough to flesh it out. No real significance to this game, but it's still fun to play through. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series. I hope you enjoyed this game. This Let's game. And this is Game Guys. Turn off Darksiders free. See ya.